JSA TV, the newsroom for tech and telecom professionals. I'm Dean Perrine, and welcome to JSA TV. We're coming at you from the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, at ITW 2016, and I'm sitting here with my friend, Mr. Hal Baylor, who is the Director of Business Development for INOC. Hal, welcome to JSA TV.
Thank you so much.
All right, Hal, so some big news, especially with your network operations centers. Optical networking is a big focus for you guys. Why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about that?
Well, Dean, thank you so much. We have been focusing on optical networks for the last 6 or 7 years. We've been introduced to them for many, many years. We've been in business for 16 years. So with that, we've gotten more and more requests for managing and monitoring optical networks, and then really have focused our efforts, our marketing efforts towards that end. With that, we've gained some optical equipment manufacturers as customers, and now that has all prompted a focus on managing optical networks. So having the right staff in place and blending those with IP routing and switching, there are some advantages to that, but we found that really managing dark fiber and lit fiber gets to a point where you actually need to specialize in that. So we've actually broken that group out into a separate group and built that as a separate NOC within our NOC.
Okay, so you're actually providing a better segue than I could myself. But yeah, so yeah, the NOC is a very specific, unique perhaps, NOC. So why don't you talk a little bit about what those differentiators are there?
Well, the framework is all the same, operational framework for a NOC, and we've been exploring this and creating a lot of momentum in the space. A lot of people do NOC, but really building a service catalog and creating service features that apply to specific areas of what we're doing. So, for example, if there's a dark fiber cut, we know exactly what to do within that as a feature set. Extending that over to a router or switch, you have a different set of tasks. And so what we've done is build this framework to where it fits definitively to the optical environments and how they work.
Very good. So this is going to be my favorite question of the day, I think, because I'm going to steal one from our captain who's sitting just over there. If we could look, if you're looking into the INOC crystal ball, what do you see in the next year?
Well, we've started to branch out into more specific optical networks and actually are, of course, dealing with all of the new platforms that are out there, being put out there by the different OEMs. And as well, of course, SDN and NFV are coming along. So
Sure.
Those are things that we're having to align with as those products become real and actual. In the past they weren't, they were just lots of talking points, but then now they're starting to be real.
That's right.
And another area that we've started to dive into and are meeting with some success, or actually it's starting to accelerate, are subsea networks. So I see that as a...
We're seeing a lot of that today, as a matter of fact.
Well, there haven't been many built in the last 15 years or so. There's been a lot of upgrades, but now it's actually, there are a lot on the books to be completed, and so that's an exciting area for us as well.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of technologies that were in infancy, just 5 years ago, that are now kind of more of a reality. SDN, subsea cabling, things of that nature. So excellent. Hal, thank you very much for being with us today.
Dean, thank you so much.
Outstanding.
Appreciate the time.
And thank you, viewers, for watching JSA TV. We'll see you soon.